So I came out and got in my car the other day and I turned the key and the maintenance light came on. You know, those little lights on your dashboard that remind you of things. Maintenance light reminds me that it's time to get my oil changed. I remember when I bought my first car, it was a 1963 Dodge Coronet, which I thought was pretty cool, even though it was covered with primer and rust spots. But I remember my dad saying, you've got to watch the mileage, and every 3,000 miles, you need to change the oil. So I learned to do that. I learned to watch the odometer. It was an old car. It wasn't fancy, so it didn't have these little lights that come on. But every 3,000 miles, I changed the oil. That is so important for the car to run properly. If you don't do that, eventually the car will stop running altogether, and you could even destroy the motor. I'm reading in Proverbs right now, and Proverbs 4:23 says, keep your heart with all vigilance, for out of it are the issues of life. The word keep there means protect and guard, and it also carries with it the idea of observe. Watch your heart, take care of your heart. Why is that? Well, because the heart is the engine of your life, of your soul. Everything that we think and say and do originates in our heart. That's why when Jesus was teaching the disciples when he was here on earth, he had so much to say about the heart. He said, it's from the heart that all these things come from, either good or evil. And what matters is what you're putting into your heart, because that's what causes us to produce either good or evil by our lives. It is so important that we guard, that we protect, that we observe our hearts, that we make sure that we're putting in the right things in order to produce the right actions. You know, a lot of times we think, well, I just need to make sure I do this or I don't do this. But it's not what we do, Jesus said, that defiles us. It's what's inside us. And I want to challenge you today to make sure that you're guarding your heart. Make sure you're putting the right things in. You know, the thing with changing the oil in your car, you can't just do it once. I mean, my car now has about 140,000 miles on it. The oil has been changed in this car 20 or 25 times. We have to continually do it so that the car runs well. And the same is true with your heart. Continually guard and watch your heart so that you might be the person that God wants you to be.